With the Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card, you can earn unlimited 2% cash rewards on purchases you want and purchases you need. That means you earn on what you want, like trying out that new workout class, and 2% cash rewards on what you need, like a foam roller for your sore muscles. That's the beauty of the Active Cash Credit Card. It's ready when you are, with unlimited 2% cash rewards. The Wells Fargo Active Cash Credit Card. That's real life ready. Terms apply. Learn more at wellsfargo.com/activecash.
The only thing I heard is Wally came on a police car with his lights on. You know, I did that once.
And now, Cheez Wits.
Bonjour.
Hello.
How about that debate?
Yeah.
Look, you're right. I watched about, 2.5 minutes on. Oh, my God. Hello, high school.
When they started going after the golf scores, my brother-in-law and I looked at each other and went, what the fuck are we listening to?
Yeah, I turned it on late because I had really no interest, and then I got to there when I see them talking about golf scores or I am the best. I was just like, what is going on here? What the? And Biden said something like, you couldn't carry your own bag, or I don't know. I don't even know what he said, but I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in this country?
And those are our choices. And you got to wonder why the rest of the world looks at us and goes, what the fuck is up with America?
Oh, it is ridiculous.
Yeah, sure. We got all the freedoms in the world, but Jesus Christ, they're all laughing at us. It's bad when North Korea's thumbing their nose going, ha ha, bad America.
Oh my God! Listen, I'm driving, and I come upon this just happened, and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to answer because I come upon a police cruiser pulled over with lights on, and as I get up on it, I do go to the right a little bit, give him the room, and the fucking guy there's got nothing in front of him. But he pulls in right behind me with his lights on. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Then he turns his lights out. But at first I'm thinking I was thinking that someone must have called and said I was driving erratic or I don't know, something. I'm not driving erratic. I have such a bead of sweat down the crack of my ass right now. Even when you know you haven't done anything wrong, fucking the cops getting behind you makes you go, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It even when you're just minding your own business, doing everything right. But I was worried I am not going to be able to pick up this call when it comes in. And then he just peeled off, and he came up and he went after the guy who was in front of me. He
Thank
turned on his
goodness
lights
for
and
that.
went to the right. Well, I'm thinking so then I'm creating a scenario in my head. Oh, maybe that guy is a known criminal. He didn't want to get right behind him because he would run, so he got behind me instead. He was waiting on him. I'm creating a whole like backstory of what's happening.
But what this means is that in the future, if you don't pick up when I call, Chris and I are going to create a whole backstory about you broadcasting live from jail.
Oh my God.
The only thing I heard is Wally came on a police car with his lights on. I did that once. And it didn't end well for anybody.
I can't imagine that it would.
Wouldn't end good.
Chris, can you be? You probably can't because you're on your phone. But can you be any louder? Because
am I not loud?
Well, Wally's levels are like really high, and then comparably your levels are really low, and you are both coming in on the same channel. So I can't correct for. I can only correct for one or the other.
Oh, well, you should turn down Wally then, because I can't get loud. This is about as loud as I can get. I'm yelling. I'm yelling in the phone.
Wally, can you get quieter?
I don't know. I'm not sure how to do that. I can suppose talk quieter. I can talk quieter like
Wally's
this.
got his Bluetooth on, and I got a microphone. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I have Bluetooth on, and I have stellar Bluetooth.
Well,
apparently so.
Thank goodness for that.
Thank God.
Stellar.
So, funny memory came up in my Facebook memories today.
Yeah.
We did this at WFRE. I think they probably still do it, a big 4th of July concert every year.
Yeah.
And this would have been the first year that I was in charge of putting the concert on and ordering the merch and all of that. And I ordered beach balls, and because it's a big concert in the park, right? And beach balls with the station logo on them. And for some reason, I didn't get them until July 3rd, apparently, according to the picture that I posted on July 3rd, 2009. And that's when I discovered that the beach balls were about 3 inches around.
Oh,
my God.
My God. Where'd you buy them from? Temu?
I don't. Temu wasn't a thing back in 2009, but...
No, then it was Alibaba.
Something. I don't know. Who knows where I ordered them from. But I was like, I wonder what would make anybody think any radio station would be ordering teeny tiny little beach balls.
Oh, maybe they thought it was a Lifetime Little People show or something. Hey, it's the Lifetime Little People station. Send them those little beach balls.
Yo, look at the call letters. We're free. We're free.
That's so terrible.
But you know what else? I could not be happier not to be in charge of putting on that show anymore.
Oh, absolutely.
I saw, and I don't know where these came from, Jess. I don't know if you posted them but I saw pictures of the concert we did at Kiss back in the day.
I didn't post them.
I saw some beach. Yeah, I don't know where I saw them from, but they were pictures of the concert from there. I don't know where they came from. They made it come from Bill Millman, but I'm not sure.
You saw them
I was
recently?
like, wow, look at all of them.
Oh, you're cutting out. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
This is going to be great.
Ha
Mm-hmm.
Oh, am I sent 2 pictures cutting out? Look at Montezuma's Revenge.
That's all I heard was about you.
Am I cutting out badly? No. Yeah, I'm sorry. This Wednesday thing is it's tough for me to get away.
You have been saying for months that Wednesdays would be better for you.
I know, and I thought they would be, and I was wrong. But I guess you're hearing me all right now.
Except for when your phone's
the Wednesday
cutting out.
is good for me.
Well, as luck would have it, I can do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday.
And here's the good thing: when my phone cuts out, you're not missing much.
Well,
I mean, you're not losing a lot of great content.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just there's no setups being lost. There's nobody to poke fun at. It's all good.
What you mean there's nobody to
It's
poke
all
fun
good.
at?
made it even.
And now Chris is cutting
Talking
out.
about cutting out.
This is
That made
great.
it funnier.
This is great.
Talking about cutting out.
Huh? Huh?
Jess is dogging us.
How would you know?
Jess, I can hear you. I
How
hear
would
you
you
perfectly.
know? I hear you perfectly.
Yeah. Chris and I hear each other perfectly, Jess.
Oh, good. Well,
it must be a girl
only
thing.
Because Wally's so loud.
Chris cuts out right there. I love it. I don't love it.
Chris
I
did
mean, I
not
don't
cut
love
out.
it.
He said because Wally's so loud.
Yeah,
Must be a girl
so
thing.
she heard me.
You guys going to any parades tomorrow or anything?
No.
See, you don't live in a small town. See, I live in a small town. We have a little small town parade.
Oh, I'm sure there's parades around
Oh
here
yeah,
somewhere.
there'll be the Walkersville parade will happen tomorrow. God, I was looking at the sky in front of me. It looks like all shit's about to break loose.
Speaking about
But yeah, I mean,
go ahead.
yeah. No, I was just gonna belch. Go ahead.
Oh, we had to. And Chris, you may know more about this than Jess. So, we had to put down our horse on Monday.
Aw.
And he was, you know what? He got sick all of a sudden. He had a seizure last week one day, and he had another seizure, and so he probably had some sort of either he had equine encephalitis or something like that, or he had some sort of a brain tumor. But do you know, and Chris, you probably know the cost of a big animal vet?
Yeah.
For them
they got to come to you and then say, "Yep, he's
yes,
blue."
just to get into the truck before they get to your house. When they get into the truck and head to you, it's $600.
Jesus.
If they don't arrive, if the horse dies before they get there, it's $600, and then it's another $300 to say yes, he's dead.
Wow. That's crazy because
So-
I used to use a mobile vet that would come to the house, and it was $50 for nothing other than her to drive to the house.
Yeah, well, the difference now, I think, is there aren't enough vets anymore.
Mm.
There just aren't enough veterinarians. At least here, there aren't. You call the vet. Calling the vet is like calling the dentist. Sorry, we're not taking any new patients.
Mm.
It's almost impossible to get a vet. So luckily, our vet had seen the horse before us, so we would have been SOL. Yeah, so we had to put our guy down, but it's going to save us about $3,000 a year not to have him, because it costs a bunch of money to feed a horse,
I'm sure.
and you don't milk a horse. You can only eat them, and there's only certain parts you can eat. We're not eating the horse. That's not but I think they do eat horses in Canada. They do. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah, they I believe they eat horses in Canada. There are places you can go to eat horse. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And Jess, do you remember? Did you ever meet Brian Sansoni, or do you know who he is?
I don't think so.
No. So you wouldn't know him because of he. I worked with him in New Hampshire. So did Dave Ashton. Dave worked with him in New Hampshire. So I didn't know if you ever had the opportunity to meet him. He was the news director in New Hampshire, but he's now and I think for the last 30 years he's been a lobbyist in D.C. But my friend is coming to town, and I just wanted to know if you knew him. That was it. That was it. That was just
so.
it.
That doesn't sound
glad he
familiar.
was
I mean,
coming to
even if
town.
I had met him one time back in the Yes FM days, I don't know that I would remember that.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know if they used any of their other folks to come in and set up. Do they come in to set up the news department? And I don't know if they did anything. Just whether they co-opted.
I mean, the
between
news department
stations.
was pretty much set up by the time I got there.
Muppet Greg,
Yep.
right? Muppet Greg.
I remember very little about him, but yeah, he did sound like a Muppet on the air.
He sounded like a Muppet. He was a wicked nice guy.
Yeah.
But he did sound like I don't even know where he came from. Before him, the news guy was Mike Wallace. That was the name of the news guy before Greg.
Oh, not the Mike Wallace.
No.
No, not the Mike Wallace, but a Mike Wallace.
No, that Mike Wallace was already good and famous before that time, and would not have been doing radio news in Cortland, New York.
No.
Hey, you never know. You never know when you're going to wind up on Dan Ingram doing middays in Paducah. You never know.
It could happen.
Jack Diamond in Hagerstown.
Hey, I think David Sedaris is from Cortland, New York.
Really?
Yeah, I think he is. He's from Cortland or Ithaca, because as I listen to him, and he talks about his dad being buried back in Cortland, and he spends a lot of time going back in the day when he'd go to Binghamton and Syracuse and Cortland and Ithaca and do shows. Yeah, I think he might be from Cortland, New York, or maybe Ithaca.
He's from
or
Johnson
somewhere
City.
in there. And where's that?
He's from Johnson City,
Where Johnson City? Where?
New York.
I don't. Where is that in relationship? I'm not sure.
Binghamton-ish.
Oh, okay. So his dad must be from Cortland, because he talked, or maybe not, because he talks about his
Or maybe he
dad
lives
being
there
buried with his mother. His dad's long since dead, I think. But he in some of his older stuff, he talks about his dad being buried with his mother in Portland.
Maybe that's where they lived after he
And why?
grew up.
Yeah, maybe. But he speaks fondly of the area. I can't imagine anybody speaking fondly of Cortland, New York.
I'm saying then he's not from there then.
I can't because
He's never
Binghamton
seen
is one of the
winter.
worst fucking places. Binghamton is shit. I think Binghamton is a shithole.
Mm.
At least I don't know. Maybe it's changed.
I haven't been there in decades. I couldn't tell you.
I doubt it. Wasn't that the home of our dead friend?
He worked there. He was from West Virginia, I think, wasn't he?
Well, that's all the sense in the world then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but he worked in Binghamton before he came down to work for us.
Okay, I think he went back to Binghamton before he choked on his dick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
what was it? Did he work at the Whale?
That's not the country.
Whatever the country station
the
is
country
in
station.
Binghamton.
I can't remember.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't. I think WAAL was
Pop.
it was a rock station.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think. Who was the guy from there?
The dead guy.
Oh,
The dead guy, our dead friend.
oh, okay. The dead guy.
The dead guy who was the reason I
Don-
had to leave the station. Chris and I worked there together.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that dead guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
The dead guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not many people whose deaths we celebrate, but goddamn, every year I light a candle.
The
And it's on cake.
No.
It's like your Christmas.
No, I light a candle and I drip wax onto my dick to remind me of the pain.
So he's like your Jesus.
No, he's not. No, I would not have crucified him.
Well, you would celebrate his death.
That's exactly right. Absolutely.
So it's like having 2 Easters a year or something. That's nice.
Ish.
But isn't Easter the celebration of somebody coming back from the dead? We wouldn't celebrate that. No, he needs to stay
correct.
there.
Yes. What day is the celebrate of the death? I guess there is no celebrate of the. Is it Ash Good Friday?
Good Friday is a celebration of the death, but why do they call it good?
I know. The Good
It's not
Friday.
a good day.
Oh,
I don't know.
but it's celebrated.
Let's remember that Good Friday changes dates every year. Okay, so let's not add to credence that Christianity is a real thing. Okay.
Oh, there is. You will not find
Easter
me
also
cheering.
changes dates every year.
What does?
Easter.
Well, because Good Friday, yeah, duh. They're one fucking holiday.
Duh.
It's one fucking holiday.
Mm-hmm.
What? How many fucking holidays? You know what? They have a lot. They got the Ash Wednesday, the Palm Sunday, the Good Friday,
Let's
the
not forget
Easter.
Monday, Thursday.
Jesus Christ! There's a lot of days.
I like how you
There
almost
is
just
a-
said Jesus Christ.
Yeah, about to say he had to punctuate that with Jesus Christ. That was pretty good. That was rich.
No, Rich is his brother. He didn't get as much play.
Rich Christ. Yeah.
Rich Christ. You remember him? All the Jews were
He was a
rich.
good guy, though. He was a good guy.
Yeah, he was.
Oh God. Now
Had to bring it full circle, my friend.
Come on, you cut out and you probably just said something funny.
I said they control Hollywood.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I had to bring it full circle. If you're going to be a bigot, you might as well be a bigot the whole way.
All the way around. Yep.
Don't do anything half-assed. Don't be a half-assed bigot. Be a complete asshole if you're going to be an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to call you an asshole anyway. So wear it like a fucking scarlet ribbon. Put it right on your chest. I'll be a scarlet A, a scarlet B, my scarlet bigot. I'll wear it right on my chest.
That's great.
There you go.
That's nice.
Yeah. So I'm excited because he's coming up, and he's coming up. He'll be up here on Saturday, and we're gonna go out and hang out. I find myself, and then next month I'm going to a college reunion thing. It's not so much a college reunion; it's a bunch of friends. We get together, about 50 of us or so, get together and hang out at my friend's house in Massachusetts, and drink a lot and eat a lot and tell stories about when we were able to fuck all night long and that kind of stuff,
Fun.
When we were young and we have stamina and energy, now we're all old and paunchy and we've got arthritis and bad knees and all can't see and can't do anything as long as we used to be able to, and can't drink as much.
Mm-hmm.
All those things.
But
it becomes much more important now. I'm telling you guys, since I've had the recent deaths of friends and family the last 2 months, I am much more in tune with making sure I don't miss out on these things. Much more in tune.
Yeah, that
with
makes sense.
making time to not miss it this year, and make sure to get out there and do those things. Because I finally fucking realized I'm vulnerable. I am not bulletproof. I finally figured it out. I am not going to live forever.
Yeah.
So got to get
What's
that
it
shit
like
in.
at one of these things? With people your age, what is it like going to one of these things? It's always, does your dick still work? Huh? Your dick? Huh? Your dick? Huh?
No,
Call me a dick.
No, you know what? It's great because almost many of the folks are all media, have worked in media, or artists or musicians. Most of the people I will be hanging out with. So everybody's still very lively. They haven't fallen into the
lively.
Yeah. Everybody's still got life in them. Nobody's walking around going Most of them are a little bit hard of hearing because most have worn headphones in one way or another for a long time of their life.
I just like that you used the word lively, because that's not a word that is used to describe anyone young, except by old people. So.
Well, it wasn't used for us when we were old either, or when we were young either.
No. But
I think they called us the same thing we call them. Assholes. Look at them fucking dicks. Yeah, the same shitheads that we were then, they are now. That's just how it is. We're now old and decrepit, and they're shitheads who have no respect for the past, and we're lost. We're lost in the olden days.
By the way, so my grandmother passed a couple of months ago, and getting a little bit of I'm getting some money from her estate, and I thought I'm going to take most of it and invest it for the future, because I have seen what assisted living costs, and God forbid. But I thought maybe I'll take a little bit of it. There's my master bathroom. I want to replace the tub with a walk-in shower. And
nice.
If, let me get a quote for that. And then depending on, we lost Chris.
Yeah.
And then depending on how much that's going to be and what the cost would be, maybe I'll do the whole, it's a small bathroom, so maybe I'll get a new vanity, and maybe I'll have the floor done too, because it's a very small bathroom. And so I go through Home Depot because I have a card with them, and I know I can finance it for 0% if I need to, but then also I can if it's going to cost less, I can pay cash, just depending on how much it's going to be.
Yeah.
Tell me why they sent a 12-year-old boy to my house who quoted me $15,000 just to replace the bathtub with a shower. $23,000 for the whole tiny little bathroom. And this 12-year-old child, when I was like, whoa, that's a bit more than I was planning on paying, said to me, well, it's not like you're going to find that price. And that was, by the way, with discounts, he said. He said, well, it's not like any of my competitors are going to give you a better price. And I was like, okay, bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
And he said, so I guess you're saying no to the discounts today? Yeah. Yes.
Oh, so he's a total Home Depot guy then. You're saying he's a salesman. You're saying no to the discounts today?
Yeah, he was a salesman.
He might as well have been trying to sell you encyclopedias.
It wasn't even Home Depot contracts that stuff out. So
Yes, of course they do.
It was, so I didn't know who they were going to contract it out to, but it was to Rebath. So they're automatically going to be a fuck ton higher than anybody else. So I've got a couple more people I'm going to get quotes from, but I don't send a 12-year-old to my house to quote me $25,000.
Really? How old was he?
20s?
What do you think?
Early 20s, probably.
20, 25, 24?
Early 20. Yeah, he was young. Yeah.
Yeah. So how many additional people have you called to get new quotes?
Well, I reached out to my plumber, who said that he would call me and get some details, and he could coordinate it and do it. He didn't give me a quote. He wanted details first. And then the day that the kid was here, I texted my realtor as soon as he left, and I said, hey, here's what just happened. And she went, oh, get the fuck out of here. Here's my guy. Call him. He'll do it for cheaper, and he'll give you receipts and, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So I haven't called that guy yet, but I'm going to.
I don't think that, like, I think the whole get, I think the whole get, I don't know how big your bathroom is. Is it like a 8x8 or something, or much smaller?
There is room for literally a square sink, a toilet, the shower. That's it.
All right, so like a tub shower, or just a?
Yeah, that's the.
So it's probably a 6x4. All right, I got it down because I wouldn't be surprised if it cost you fucking 15 to 18,000.
Not just to replace the tub with a shower.
Not just to replace
last
it.
time I did that, I got one of those in Germantown done for like $4,000.
Yeah.
Because I got him. I told him, can you go any cheaper? Well, no, we can do it to this. Well, can you go any cheaper? We can do it to this. Well, we can do contractor grade. Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Are you changing out any of the tile or the walls? Or are you putting in Durarock or anything like that?
Wally, I don't know what the fuck any of that shit is that you just said. I'm taking a fiberglass tub insert out and putting in a walk-in shower.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know what any of that other shit is that you just said.
Durarock is a cement board so that if you don't have venting in your bathroom, your walls don't get all moldy and mildewy inside, all that bullshit.
All that gypsum shit.
What?
Right. All the gypsum
boards.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't say gypsum shit.
Gypsum.
The like gypsum.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna affect the Roma community.
You've either got green board or Durarock or something like that. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Do you have venting in your bathroom? Like a fan?
Yeah.
A window?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
There you go.
You're all set then. You're all set. So now you are down around probably the 5,000, 6,000 range.
And see, that's what I was expecting. I was not expecting 15,000 just for the tub.
It's great when the guys come in and give you an estimate on something like that, and their first question is, well, how much do you make per year?
Yeah. Right.
Well, it's like when you...
75. Okay, well, that'll be fine. We'll take care of your bathroom for that.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like when you trade in a car. Well, how much do you owe on it? Well, fuck, nothing. Never mind.
Yeah, you're not supposed
25,000.
You're not supposed
Give
to
me
answer
that for trade.
any of those questions. Are you financing with us today? Well, we'll talk about financing later.
Yeah,
right.
How much are you going to put
exactly
down?
Right.
Well, I guess that's going to depend on the bottom line, isn't it?
Hey, did you tell the story about you going to buy a car and they told you to come back with your husband or something?
No.
Was that your story?
No.
I thought you would.
That was on Good Morning America with Joan London.
No, I never watched that shit. No, I thought you told a story. Man, for some reason I have a story in my head just when you were talking about that, about somebody going to a car or something and said, oh, you should come back with your husband or something to do this.
Yeah, come back with a man of the house, little lady. And then she gets swatted on the ass walking out the door.
The fuck they would say that to me.
I was trying to, for some reason, I'm remembering you tell a story. Maybe it wasn't a car. Maybe it was somebody came to the door or somebody called you about getting something, was on the phone.
There was. I did get a call one time saying that I had I had won something or that I had entered to win something, and I said, no, I didn't. And they said, yeah, you did. You put your name and your phone number in this box at whatever. And I said, no, I definitely didn't do that. And she said, well, what about your husband?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what? You're going to need to take that up with him because I don't have anything to do with any decision he makes. So,
And she just turns around and says, I wear the cock in this family.
Was it like a 3-night stay somewhere, but we'll upgrade you to 4 nights?
I don't remember. It was
If you
it was probably it was
just
something
take the
that
walk through.
it was some kind
you
of
take
you
the
have to spend
walkthrough.
money to win this thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we oftentimes get the ones that come to New Hampshire and walk through our timeshare, and you'll get a TV,
Yeah.
and all you got to do is do the 4-hour walk. I was like, fuck no. Do not call me for this shit. Well, you must have put a registration. No, I did not.
Mm-mm.
And I did not try to win a 4-wheeler either at the mall.
Mm-mm.
Get that call too. The 4-wheeler. Now that's not to say that I haven't done that. I a Mercedes-Benz from the local Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah. I got a call the other day, and
every bit of that information.
I get calls all the time for people who used to have my phone number, and because I guess they don't pay their bills still. And
I get that too.
yeah, and I've had this phone number for almost 11 years. So
it's not somebody that fucking used to have your number. It's somebody that wrote down your number.
Well, yeah, but I get calls for the same 2 names all the time.
So do I.
Yeah.
And this one woman, whoever has written down my phone number as theirs, I told the collection people, I said, listen, this is the last time you're going to call me. Well,
Yeah.
no, sir, we're following up. And they said, no, listen to me. It's the last time you're going to call because I don't know who this woman is. This woman has never lived with me. I don't have any debts with this woman.
Mm-hmm.
This is my name, and I've had this phone number since 2001.
Yeah.
Okay? So you need to take it off your list by some other means, find out who this deadbeat person is, and tell you what, if I find out who they are, I'll call you back and let you know.
Right? Right. Yeah. Well, I get a call the other day, and the woman says, is this Samantha? And I said, there is no Samantha at this number. And she said, oh, well, this was the number we had. Okay, I'll make a note of that. But while I've got you on the phone, nope. And I hung it up. Nope.
She tried to sell you?
Yep.
Oh, they've already set up the fireworks here near my house. It's not right near my house. It's a half-mile away.
Yeah, my neighbors have
It's
started
gonna be bad.
blowing up the fireworks already.
Oh, this is at the no. I went to fireworks at Sunday. The neighborhood fireworks that we go to. This one's at the town fireworks that's held at the apple orchard.
They already had the
big
4th of
space
July
in town.
fireworks before it was even July?
No, oh no, we had them. Our neighborhood fireworks for the one we go to with it's like a friends and family fireworks. But it's a huge show. It's a 30-minute show of crazy. It's a crazy firework. It's better than the town fireworks show, just about. It's very impressive. It's my neighbors spend like $30,000 on fireworks.
That's ridiculous.
And, but they can. So they do. And we have a lot of fun.
You're cutting out again.
That's our contribution. Now we used to do the show at our house, but it got too big. So now my neighbors do it, and we go to their farm, which is about a mile away, and they have a gun. It's at the Stone Gun Shop where they sell guns, and they make. I might lose you here. I'm on my road.
Well, you've already been
Like we
cutting
haven't
out.
been losing you.
Right.
Yes.
That's good times.
All right,
No,
Mr. Chris.
I hate fireworks. I didn't used to hate them, but I hate fireworks now.
You do? Yeah. A lot of people do. Do you not like the noise or the gathering?
Well, first of all, I live in an area where the houses are pretty packed together, which is why they're actually illegal. It's not legal to blow up fireworks here. But so many people are doing it, the police can't enforce that. So the law makes no difference whatsoever. And the number of houses that get caught on fire because these drunk dumbasses are out here blowing shit up, and they do it at all hours of the night. The noise ordinance doesn't matter either. So 2:00 in the morning, they're still blowing shit up. So not only is it affecting my already limited sleep, but also it's freaking out the dogs. So I just...
Yeah, for sure.
I hate every part of it.
All right, pulling into my driveway. Wow, I can't believe... Did I only lost you guys for a second? Or for a couple times for a little bit?
I mean, you cut out
That's
quite a
pretty
bit.
good.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, let me get in the house. Ugh.
Do you have a cage in the front seat?
It's a trap, so I got to trap a groundhog.
Oh.
I have a heart trap.
Got it.
Or I could go out and shoot him. But I'd rather...
There he goes.
All right.
There he goes.
All good. It's all good. Behave.
Who are you telling to behave? Chris? Chris, behave.
Hey, what?
Huh?
Wally's telling you to behave.
Henry. Talking to Henry. Okay. Let's see. Jody updated my computer while I was gone. I called her.
Nice.
It was not ready to work. Yeah. Now I just got to get it to turn on. Oh, nice.
So, a couple weeks ago, I ordered a pizza, right? And on the app, which, by the way, why does the Grubhub app have ads for Lumi? First of all.
It does?
It did this one time. You saw me. I posted the other day. I posted something about how I was going to start taking it personally because I was seeing Lumi ads fucking everywhere. When I posted it was because I had just seen it in the Grubhub app. But anyway, it says on, you can put instructions, and I always turn off contact free delivery. I want them to hand me my food. I do not at any time ever want my food to be sitting on the ground. And then I actually have a note in special instructions saying, please do not put my food on the ground. If I'm not at the door when you get here, ring the doorbell and I will be right there. This woman, I'm standing at the door because I get a text message saying my food's about to arrive. I go open the front door. I'm standing there. She sees me because I have said hi to her and she has said hi to me. She comes up the steps and bends down as if she is going to set my pizza on the ground in front of me while I'm standing there with the door open and my hand out. I was like, no, please, no.
Did you get it in time?
Yeah, she finally realized what the hell she was doing and handed me the pizza. But I was like, what the fuck are you doing? This is not hard.
Well, you don't know.
Maybe it's because I needed Lumi.
Yeah, but how ahead of the curve are we on that Lumi?
Yeah, well.
We were on that Lumi months before it became something.
I posted that on my public page that, I was going to start taking it personally because I was seeing these ads everywhere. And people started commenting about whether or not it works. I don't give a fuck whether or not it works. That's not the point of my post.
The commercial, I don't know whether you've noticed, it started getting a little bit more, I don't know.
Graphic?
Yeah, with it, because they bleep out the end.
No, I
or
haven't.
They just cut the not the black, but they just cut off the commercial and go into the next one as the woman saying, Lumi, for your pits to... And it was going to be pits to pussy. But, yeah.
Could you imagine that if it
No,
was that?
I refuse to watch the ads. I'm so annoyed that they pop up everywhere that I refuse to watch them.
All right. Look how long it's taking this computer to start up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it got new. We had power surges. And it fucked up a lot of people's shit.
Yeah.
But right when the electric company has increased their rates.
Of course.
Okay, here we go.
We keep getting all of these things from the local I've talked about this before, the local news stations posting that the power company is saying you're supposed to keep your thermostat at 80 degrees.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Not going to happen. And then all of the comments below it are like, maybe you could tell everybody to unplug their Teslas instead.
Oh, we had a Tesla accident here. I think it was here. Yeah. The guy burned up to death in his car.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. He hit a tree and the batteries exploded, and that was the end of him.
I saw a TikTok the other day where I guess there's a commercial for for that Tesla truck or whatever it is. And
Jesus, that fucking abortion.
Yeah, the commercial was all about why this was the perfect vehicle for busy moms on the go. And it was like, you can put stuff in the back and cover it up. And then the woman, there's another woman who's making fun of this, and she's got her regular SUV, and she opens the back and puts stuff in it and closes it. And they're like, and you can store your purse right here. And she takes her purse and drops it on the floor in the thing. Like, everything it said was a benefit of this Tesla. She's like, yeah, I got that over here.
So did you see my post that I made about the Cybertruck?
I saw that you said you just didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get it. Don't understand. And really didn't have a lot of defense on it. And then like 5 days later, this guy that I know who used to work for Sirius XM, and I don't know whether he still does or not, but all of a sudden he posts a picture of his new Cybertruck. He just and I'm like, oh God, this is a guy that comments on everything on my fucking page, and here this motherfucker's got a new Cybertruck. I'm like, oh, who has Roth offended today?
Didn't they just recall those?
I think so. Every one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think the best part of that that TikTok that you're is, I don't know if you can hear me now. I
can hear you.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Boom, boom.
Oh God, he can't hear us.
Waiting for others.
You can't hear us?
Yeah. Got to take the keys away from Dad at some point,
Seriously.
I mean, seriously, this is like fucking Biden debating at this point.
Well, he left the call. Can't figure it out.
Now he'll be back.
And he's going to come back and he's going to say, you guys couldn't hear me.
I couldn't hear you guys. Where were you?
Yeah.
We can hear you just fine, Wally.
Jesus Christ.
On a cracker.
This is why when we had Tony, the week that you missed most recently, when Tony was here, and he said something about all of the different programs that you can use to like do these kind of conference calls. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, Tony, Facebook Messenger.
You don't understand, buddy.
Yeah, Facebook Messenger is the only one that we could explain to Wally.
Yeah, you got to understand the keys are being taken away from Dad.
Exactly. He's not going to come back on.
Oh, probably not.
Probably.
What do you think I should get? I need a cookie or something to eat.
Oh, what are the choices? Well,
we got Oreos, Chips Ahoy.
Now you can hear us?
Amos.
Oh, you're getting common cookies.
Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I'm going to get some Famous Anus.
Okay.
And yes, I did just say Famous Anus.
Yes, I know that
he can't hear us, can he?
Doesn't matter.
Can he hear us?
Yeah, I got you now.
Okay.
Because we could see and hear you before.
Yeah, the entire time.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is the funniest part about that TikTok was when she says, when the girl with the Tesla thing says, and look at the secret door underneath.
Yeah.
And the girl was over and hits the
glove box. When did that get there? Has that been there the whole time?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's so funny. And that Tesla one, I don't even what is that thing called? The Tesla truck or whatever it's called.
Isn't that called the Cybertruck?
It takes forever for the fucking back to open up. That's sliding. It's fucking like endless. Is
it solar powered?
I think it looks like a DeLorean on steroids.
It looks like the Brady Bunch garage door going up. You know,
you got it. You got it right. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah,
I like when people mock stuff like that. Like, there's a guy I see on Facebook quite a bit who just people will do like those fucking stupid hacks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, look at this great hack. And he's an African American guy, he's a black guy, and he'll like go, oh, try this.
I think if he's the who I think you're talking about, he is actually the guy with like the most followers on TikTok.
He's so good.
Anyone, and he doesn't have to say anything most of the time. He just his eyes get wide and he does the thing, and
he says there's no dialogue. He just does it. People will show these ridiculous hacks on how to cut up a watermelon with some sort of fancy thing. And he takes the knife and goes,
yeah,
and that's it. Tilts his head in a weird way, and that's the whole thing. And the fucking guy's right. People are fucking trying to reinvent the wheel constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
You know, my favorite guy on TikTok is the lock-picking lawyer. You ever see him?
I don't think I have.
He goes through and he's a lawyer, but he picks locks.
Fantastic.
And that's what he does. And he goes through and he shows how easy it is to pick something.
Have you seen the lawyer who gives tips on getting revenge that probably won't get you put in jail?
No.
Actually, yes, I've seen not him, but the unethical life hacks.
Now, this is a woman who will tell you that you can buy 1,000 crickets on Amazon, and you can, you can do it from a page that's not your Amazon account and send them to someone.
Oh, I've done this. So this guy, go figure. There's a person out there that doesn't like me, and I know I know it's hard to believe. I know it's rough to believe. However. Mr. Can I say his name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Ken Merson fucking hates me.
Okay.
And Mr. Merson is very, very far to the left. And I found this prank package on TikTok. And for $20, you give them $20 and they'll send something to a person. I still have Mr. Merson's address. So I put this down there, and Mr. Very Hardcore to the left, Merson, got his thank you for your $500 campaign donation to the Trump campaign. And I could just see his head fucking exploding when this came in the mail. Okay. And then when you open it up, fucking glitter goes everywhere.
Oh, an exploding glitter thing?
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Fantastic.
Oh,
and then, but he'd just be sitting there, I'm not concerned about this glitter. It's made a mess all over my kitchen. I'm not concerned about that, but who in the fuck made a donation? I got to get my money back. I have to figure out my money.
Yes, I'm seeing much more vitriol about all this election shit, by the way. Mm-hmm. I'm seeing people who I know who have, I just don't even respond to any of it, because you're just going to get yourself into a fucking puddle you don't want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
People are so hateful to each other.
Yeah.
It's like, listen, not a Trump supporter, not really a Biden supporter, but the world didn't end under either one of these guys. So I'm not real concerned. I would rather not be one of these two old fucks, but it's going to be one of these two old fucks. But I don't think the world's going to end. And I don't think I need to call anybody a fucking idiot because they want to vote for somebody else. Like, I'm not going to call Chris an idiot for his Trump 2024.
Okay, but
and look, I mean, I have to say it. I absolutely look. I don't want to vote for fucking Trump, but you've got two choices, and the other choice just can't happen. I
They're
mean,
both
and
tough.
Kennedy, what the fuck are you going to do with Kennedy? I mean, Jesus Christ, you know? I mean, you know who would be better? Fucking Rose Kennedy, okay?
Dig her up.
You know who would
But-
be better? Fucking any person. Any person.
Anybody.
Yeah, almost. You guys are right.
But by the way, I have a friend now who regularly says in her texts to me, Trump 2024, because she
Nice.
listens.
Nice. Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking it's insanity how people are so. It's like it's a fucking sports team.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Yankees Red Sox game or something. It's ridiculous how people are so like some sort of vested interest in the personal fucking victory of either one of these guys.
Well, and the worst part is, if he didn't do this fucking worm invading his mind bullshit, or what's his fucking his 26-year-old babysitter? Is that the one that happened this week? I mean,
Is that what he did?
Yeah, that's I think what the current one is.
But he's a
it's like-
Kennedy, so you expect that, right?
Well, exactly. Kennedys have loose dicks. Trump
Yes, they do.
2024. But I would have voted for
I
Kennedy.
I probably would have too.
You know, but all of a sudden, when you've got a fucking brain-eating snake, and you know, I mean, the only thing he had to do is bring in fucking Sigourney Weaver at that point. You know, I mean, God damn.
Did he? What's this deal? He stooped his nanny.
Apparently, I don't know when it was, but I mean, he's married to the most beautiful woman in the world, as far as I'm concerned. So I don't know why he would do that. You know, I think Cheryl Hines is a looker. Do you not?
Is she part of the? Is she a Hines, like a Hines fortune person?
No, Cheryl Hines is the Larry David's wife on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's who he's married to?
Yeah.
She's smoking.
Yeah.
She's a good-looking woman. Wow.
Yeah.
And he's stooping somebody else? Oh, well, he's going to be divorced.
You would think, yeah.
So, look at what's wrong with these fucking guys. All of a sudden, I sound like Simon. What's wrong with these guys? They're fucking their nannies.
What? Who are these people?
Who are these guys? Fucking their nannies.
They're going around. They're putting their cocks in other women. Who are these people?
Their brains are being eaten by
By
worms.
worms. These worms are taking over their brains. Who are these people
Hey,
that are getting their brain eaten by worms? I don't understand.
it's kind of, you know what I'm kind of liking, since we're talking about Seinfeld for a second. It's nice to see Michael Richards back on the fucking scene.
It is. It is. I think he's done his time. I mean, look, he grease manned and he did his time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he paid a fucking heavy, a heavy fucking due. He paid a heavy price for fucking, 30 seconds of trying to be funny.
Right. Exactly.
And he fucking,
I mean,
really
look,
bombed.
And what Greaseman said was horribly worse.
Right.
Horribly worse. And he did it a second time.
But he did it, I guess. When did Greaseman do it?
Greaseman did it once in the 80s and the other in the early 2000s.
Yeah, so there you go. Back when we weren't so sensitive about that kind of shit. And when everybody wasn't when everybody wasn't fucking filming everything.
Right.
Now, listen, they will film a fucking baby on fire before they'll go help the baby.
Well, you can't get caught with that Good Samaritan law. You got to be careful.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it's all right to film somebody getting fucking killed, but don't try to save them, because if you don't save them, you're fucked.
God damn it! Who are these people?
It is kind of cool, and I think I want to read the Michael Richards book now. I think I'm interested. Oh, but books. David Sedaris. Here's a David Sedaris joke that I heard. David Sedaris, old man and his grandson, sitting down, chatting, and it starts raining out, and it's raining heavy, and the grandfather says, "Oh, you better go out and you better close the windows before all the water comes in and gets all over the floor and it gets wet and someone falls and hurts himself." And the kid says, "Well, tell me something I don't know." And the grandfather says, "Well, I can stick my whole fist up your grandmother's ass." And as David Sedaris says, he told that joke at a convention with 80-year-old people. And he said, nobody laughed, not a single laugh, because he talked about they encouraged him to wing it, but instead he wrote everything out and just decided to stay with what he wrote. And he told that was his opening joke. I didn't know that he was so biting with his humor. But he's very, 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 very graphic. I also think it's funny. I think it's a joke I'm going to use at some point.
Because it worked so well for him?
You should.
Yeah. Well, no, because I can do that. That's why. Tell my grandkids that joke.
I think you should pull a Dice Clay. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse sat on my cock. There you go.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go that direction now. I think I'm going to change my whole sort of personality and become more Dice-like.
You should. Absolutely.
My wife would fucking kill me.
Mm-hmm.
I would, next Wednesday, it wouldn't just be I would be cutting out. I would be cut out. I would be done. Say, geez, where's Wally? Oh, dead.
Mm-hmm. It would be
Wally,
it would be our in memoriam show.
Permanently canceled.
Yeah.
Remember that joke package Chris talked about? Well, Jody found somebody with a joke package, and it wasn't just glitter in the box. He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
It was ricin. It was about.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It wouldn't it be neat if you could send one of that with ricin in it? Wouldn't that be great?
A box of ricin. There's a thing that you don't hear about anymore. Ricin. Remember that was so big. So I was thinking, I wasn't necessarily thinking about you, Jess, but I was thinking about a few weeks ago, we were talking about how I think how stuff autocorrects, and we have a tendency, as this country has a tendency to overcorrect. You know, like if the left goes way too far to the left, then the right fucking tries to pull it back by doing something wacky, going too far to the right, or when the right goes too far to the right, we try to take something to the left.
We talked about that?
I think we didn't talk about it in depth. I think I said something about there's I was talking about auto correction. That people
I probably wasn't listening.
Have a tendency to go too far in one way or the other, and they do that. But that's one of those things. Remember, we talked about ricin, not us, but the country was all concerned with ricin. You never hear about ricin anymore.
Well, I guess because they stopped sending it in the mail. So.
Yeah, what is the new killer of choice that they send to people now? When you hear about the white powder, what are they sending now?
I don't know. Maybe they just call it white powder, but you know, I'm you probably know this. I'm a nostalgic person. I kind of long for the days of Tylenol with cyanide.
Those were good times.
If we could just go back to that would be great.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that, because when I buy Simply Lemonade, it's not enough to fucking take the cap off. Get those little tabs inside with the little foil, and then it's got the pull up, and you got to pull that off too, the drinks. That tab rips off every time. You still got to take a knife and cut the shit foil off.
Safety first, Trump 2024.
I can never get any of that shit off. You just can't. Your hands are too slippery. The shit's wet. You can't pull it. I'm tired of fucking doing it. Just give me the old. Isn't it enough that they have the little plastic thing I can't twist off? You know what I got? One of those things under the cabinet that you slide like bottles under to get the cap off of
bottle
like
opener
jars. No. It's
the jar opener.
Yeah, it's a grooved jar that you attach to the bottom.
It's an old person device, Jess.
Yeah.
I've started to use one because I can't get the fucking jars open.
Here's what I don't understand. With as much food as has all of that double and triple, safety wrapping stuff in there that keeps you from getting it. Why does the Kroger here, I don't know if this is everywhere, but the Kroger here, if you buy like pre-cut vegetables, onions, or like they have cut up melon and stuff and it's in the little plastic containers, why are those not sealed?
No, yeah. So ours have a seal on them.
No, they don't. They don't seal them here, so anybody could walk by and pull the top off and do whatever they wanted to that.
Well, because that's a trustworthy place there.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what it is. You got to understand, in the Northeast, that's where we grow rice on trees. And we're able to place it inside of your food and or beverage.
Yeah.
And that's why Wally's Simply Lemonade is tied up so fucking hard.
Yeah,
that
makes sense.
All the juices are tied
now rice and free.
Or what about
Yes.
the when you get the orange juice or whatever in the paper carton and you take off the knob and then you got to fucking try to get that little plastic tab out.
Mm-hmm. And I don't have problems with the plastic tab, Wally. I mean,
doesn't the plastic tab have a ring on it that you can pull it with?
Yeah,
it does. And then the goddamn ring breaks off. It breaks off the plastic. Who are these people that can't open their orange juice?
Break off. We had one the other day that the plastic ring was still attached to the side. So the ring wasn't easily accessible. You put your finger and it hadn't cut. The machine hadn't cut it off. So there was a ring in there, but the ring was attached on all sides and you couldn't get the fucker off.
So what's more of a challenge, getting on Facebook Messenger or Facebook Messenger or orange juice? Which is easier for you?
All right, you fuck.
Yahtzee. Okay. And on that note, I gotta go. Gotta go serve pizzas at the city fair. So
all right.
What fair are you going to?
The Walkersville Fair is the carnival next few days. So
Chris
I
is
get
a
to go
carny
stand
now.
in the pizza booth. Yes. I'm a carny. Actually, I'm gonna put Lumi on my pussy later and see if it smells better.
Okay, good. Let us know how that works.
I absolutely will.
I hope it doesn't burn like the Aqua Velva used to.
Well, like yesterday.
Y'all are putting Aqua Velva on your pussy? That's not right.
Yes, it's always got to smell fresh for the occasion.
I don't think there's ever a young. I would venture to say that almost every 12-year-old boy at some point put some sort of Aqua Velva or something, some aftershave, and wiped it on his nutsack and went, ah!
I told you about that time I put toothpaste on my dick, right?
What?
Well, we'll save that for the next episode.
Okay.
Good night.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.